his makeup, and he'll be back shortly. I think Wicked described it when we were looking at the webcam earlier. Of course, you two sitting at your PCs. It was just for the people on stream. Which way around are those? Which one's Fnatic? Which one's Lamia? Which one's Melisande? And his Lamia's the one at the back that takes half an hour to get ready every morning. that was his description. But now we have this lovely 3-minute delay to wait again.
Yeah.
And we are going to sit there and look at... Yeah, we can do that. We've got 2.5 minutes left to go. So we're going to run a quick commercial break, guys, while this delay goes in. When we get back, we'll be in the load screen or in the game. So just stick around. Lots more games to come this weekend. We'll be back very, very shortly. Welcome back then, guys. Perfect timing just as the load screen pops up on my screen. So we are back in with a new game. Haven't had any messages about another remake, so this one seems to have gone off without a hitch. Just to reiterate those of you that didn't realise before, Panky sitting here as it has been all day, and it will be for a lot of tomorrow and even more this evening. This time I'm joined by Lamia and Melisande from the lovely guys over at Fnatic. This will be cycled through all 7 players we have here this weekend. Everyone's going to have a chance to cast and join in at some point as we go, and I believe D-Man may be joining at some point during the weekend, whether it be in person or via Skype. He's going to show his head. So we'll wait and see. Although Snoopy, even with his lucky PC, Froggen hasn't even connected. Oh,
he'll be faster.
He connects as I start commenting about his lack of connection. That's just how it goes. Caster's curse, I believe a couple of people have labelled it. Never mind, he's here, that's what matters. So, we are underway. We saw a very defensive setup from both teams in the start of that last game. I don't expect to see anything different here. I mean, there's no reason for them to change that strategy straight off the bat of a remake, is there?
I guess Freudenort won't rush the tower this time, but else.
That may be a difference, yeah. So...
No, we'll see aggression on bottom lane though from Ezreal.
Yeah, they'll try to get some early stuns and kills probably with Ignite.
So, there we are in. This time seemingly problem-free. Mouse working all over the place. So, Alternate versus CLG. Second group match for CLG. I think this is the 3rd game for Alternate. Is this their final one? They played you and they played Logic somewhere. So... we will wait and see how this works. This creepo never stops trolling. So, there we go, as we said, very defensive setup again. Every champion going to exactly the same spot as before.
Why is Yellow P going to top and the cannon to bottom?
I just want to cover, I think, the most entrances to the jungle.
Is it possible for an Ezreal to solo against a Nudia?
No, but in mid maybe, but it would be weird.
I don't think he will stay top. I guess he will just go bottom again.
Unless they're going to run Creepo and Pete top.
Yeah,
as a duo,
that more looks like that.
Yeah, Creepo is here as well.
Could be that they send Gangplank mid and Ken bottom. That could work, I think.
Definitely.
But I assume Crappo's gonna ward now and Ezreal just ports back. That's my assumption.
We shall wait and see. We've got about 20 seconds here before he has to hit his leave for his bottom lane to avoid missing creeps. Pete is now running down toward that bottom lane, so Wicked is going to go top. No funny business coming out of CLG as it looks, although this is going to be a very late invade actually.
Checking the blue for Wicked.
Yeah, seems so. Or maybe they could even send... yeah, I think they may send Wicked bottom with the blue.
Yeah.
Because
else that teleport, of course.
Yeah, because else they're gonna lose a lot of XP and Kree gold at bottom lane.
Yeah, if these two were to run all the way down there, then that would take forever. So there's Wicked picking that blue buff up, more or less.
Yeah, they are going top and Wicked goes bottom.
He's going to recall and teleport. So Cliff, he obviously knows something's up here. He knows they're missing. Maybe he I suspect he's expecting them to do what you did to him, because that's what happened in the first game with the Gangplank with the same setup. But now he's spotted Pete and Creepo up here to join him. Stun goes out, very quick turtle stance, and all he does really is get through that shield. But that does mean he's going to be zoned very, very hard for these first few levels. We'll have to see how Wicked can do against these two in bottom. While he's got that blue buff, is he running the same runes XP was? No, so there's no crit chance at all on Wicked. So I'm not sure quite how will that work out, but we will wait and see. He is being zoned a little bit, but he's just munching on his oranges, keeping his health up. 5 health potions as well, thanks to being able to pick those extra ones up after going back with blue buff. Going to help him out that little bit more in the bottom lane. Froggen versus Freljord. Freljord cost 2,500 ELO, highest there is on EU ladders right now. You got a favourite for this matchup?
Well, I would love to see Ultimate win.
Yeah, of course.
But
Kind of funny. At least I hope to see a long match, because then it's gonna be pretty interesting. Because I think for late game, Alten have the better setup.
yeah,
Creeper actually just came and helped Snoopy out with that red buff, leaving Pete alone as Unso sticks his head around. Doesn't seem too keen to go too deep. He was in Tribridge for a little bit, but he doesn't want to come all that way around the back. He has been spotted by this ward, of course, on the way back out again. Pete is very much ready. Creepo has rejoined him.
I think it's gonna be pretty hard to touch him for now with Turtle Sense level 2.
There are 4 members of alternate up here. They've
swapping.
completely swapped lane, but they want to try and get a gank off if they can first. But
Well,
not
Udo
really
also got a
too much.
teleport, so lane swap shouldn't be that hard.
No, it shouldn't be at all. I mean, he's wearing, how much gold is he wearing? He's wearing 100 gold. He's only on 8 CS right now.
Gangbang will have a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, also they got a quite XP advantage on the Cockminded, on the Ezreal and the Taric right now.
This has worked out very well for CLG. In fact, Wicked is level 5 in fact, to Udir's barely 3 at the moment, so even more of a level advantage. Unfortunately, he's not going to lose all this XP, which I think Wicked would have rathered, but it's still going to be annoying. Snoopy has just ganked mid for Freljord, used up his flash to get away from that, but nothing too worrying. Obviously, a big reason everyone likes to run AD carry support bottom lane is it gives you that ability to Dragon as Wicked, in fact chasing Unso right into that enemy jungle. But yeah, having those two down bottom really gives you control over that Dragon, those fights later on, as opposed to having one guy up here instead of having 2. It's a massive chunk of your team. But when it comes to swaps like these, how do you play it out? Do you have to always everyone recall, shot by, come down, 5-man Dragon? Or with a team comp we've seen here, do you still think it's possible to see teams going for a 3-man Dragon while leaving their duos up here?
I can see only Taric just going bottom, Ezreal holding top. In that case, if Purple would want to go for Dragon, if CLG would want to go, but I don't see 2 people leaving at once.
Well, I guess also I won't be seeing, if it stays like that, we won't be seeing any Drakes soon, because CLG, they got the advantage XP wise on Gangplank, but then again they got a Maokai, which is, well, he's not a bruiser, he's kind of a support jungler. He isn't too strong against Drake, so yeah, an alternate probably won't do it because they got a disadvantage in XP. So I guess it's just gonna drag on for this for quite a while, unless they plan to switch it up again.
Fair enough. So there's Fnatic's predictions. Of course, something crazy could happen, and CLG might get a ridiculously easy advantage and take it for free, or vice versa. Alternate could.
Yeah, or they also just maybe just go top when they go back. I mean, then you have a 3 to 5 advantage. That's easy to grab a Drake then.
Yeah.
It's much more than.
And of course, Cogmore with his W, it's going to do a lot of damage to that Drake. So getting it early is not a problem at all. We will have to wait and see how it plays out. So, Gangplank 41 CS, Udyr 30, and Wicked has just frozen this lane back there all the way as deep as it can go under his tower. So, such a huge advantage. He sits 6, Udyr's just gone back 6 himself, but Wicked's got all this XP banked up. Snoopy sitting here waiting for that blue respawn. perfect timing. He will take it for himself, of course. Froggen running energy, doesn't need that blue buff. Okay, the cooldown reduction and the energy regen helps a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be having too much of an issue against Ferelden right now.
Yeah, and well, Kai can use it really well too.
Really speeds up his
because also he needs experience right now.
He also missed that smite. That's showing you the XP lag on his laptop, I suspect, even though there wasn't so much going on there. It's just a little bit off his game. That, of course, I heard you guys got a little bit more than you bargained for when you went downstairs to drink with the fans earlier on. A few more drinks and a couple of Jaegers. And a lot of chicken nuggets as well, from the sound of things.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I passed on that.
How can you pass on chicken nuggets?
It's pretty easy.
I haven't had McDonald's chicken nuggets like in a long time, and then Chaos bought them for everyone at the Twitch party in Hanover, and
Nice.
they tasted better than I remember, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I also only eat them like once in a while, so...
Well, I wasn't there anymore, sadly, because I got kind of early after Seabit. Went home early already. Also, there wasn't much to see anymore because we lost.
See, Wet Dream said, like, some of the times he didn't mind getting knocked out earlier on because it just means you get to party more, as you didn't have the games to look forward to. But Ferelden Lord going in onto Snoopy. Ultimate comes out from Unso. The exhaust is down, the ignite's out, and there's first blood. Alternate will pick that up with a very nice E from Shyvana. He's now double buffed. Ferelden Lord's going to go and pick up his blue buff for free. No chance of any kind of invade from CLG. That's why Snoopy was there. He was going to drop a ward in, wanting to keep an eye on this blue, maybe look for an invade later on. Unfortunately, timed it a little bit too wrong. This ward from Alternate giving them all the vision they needed. And very, very nice first blood pickup, despite the fact CLG are still nearly 1,000 gold ahead in global gold thanks to their farm advantage and these lane switches.
Yeah.
Then again, I also think they still have the better scaling lanes, especially with Kog'Maw. I mean, he doesn't need that much gold, he just needs protection. If you have a Shyvana standing there and that has 2k gold more, it's much more worse than you having the big items. I mean, you will do enough damage anyways with your W.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see how it plays out. I mean,
Odin's coming back into the game, even though he's behind in CS right now, but he has more creeps there and Wicked has to recall, so he has a chance to get back here.
Yeah.
Also, Alternate is going for 3 wriggles. Triple wriggle.
3 wriggles with this, as we said, Joe lane top will make picking those dragons up really, really easy, despite not having their AD carry and support down here. So obviously Shyvana and Udi are going to have some, so that'll do a nice bit of damage. Again, I think it was Momo or Snoopy was a little bit surprised seeing Kog'Maw run and wriggles, but certainly work out. Someone going very low. Ferelden Lord in mid dive. Seems his turret broke again. Froggen completely ignored it, let it run to the tower for an execute.
He still got some XP of it, but...
Yeah, he will have as Wicked takes down Shyvana at the Dragon Pen. Wicked and Snoopy then chasing down onto Cliff. Cliff is permanently slowed, of course, because of this passive. And Snoopy needs to get in range to get that snare out. He does do it just on the edge of tower range. Doesn't get the knockback done in time. Cliff flashes back to the far side of the tower. Wicked still wants to go for this. However, that turret doing so much damage to him, forced to pop those oranges at the last second. Snoopy, Wicked not quite on the same page there.
But despite Shyvana dying there, she actually managed to pick up the Drake for alternate, it seems, judging from the gold.
There we go. A little bit of good manners throughout both teams. Ferelden not even noticed that Froggen purposely avoided him when he saw that happen. Knew something was wrong.
That's really nice fair play.
Creepo stunning a minion to help Yellow Pete last hit. So, such good communication. When you're a bot lane that's been working together for that long, I'm sure you two can relate. You just know exactly how your carry, how your support's working. You can get 99% of all the CS, even under a tower.
Well, sometimes you're really unlucky, but if they come there in full health, you should have enough coordination to get them all. Also, pretty interesting build. Wicked is going there. Seems to be rushing it Infinity Edge.
We've certainly seen Wicked go very, very aggressive on a lot of his top laners at the moment. I mean, Wukong, he went Bloodthirster and Last Whisper in the last game. Now he's getting a very fast Infinity Edge on Gangplank. Doesn't seem to be favouring the current meta of top lane should be bruisers and nothing but bruisers. Lord going low in mid. The ignite is ticking. It will be enough despite Froggen chasing him down. So Froggen, of course, popping his... did he pop his flash? No. He just popped his E, got in close, popped that ultimate, got the ignite down. A lot of damage. Lord really not having fun. It didn't seem like there was any kind of tech issues. That one was purely Froggen playing very, very well. So Unso's picked up an Oracle. Gonna give Ultimate quite a bit of map control from this. And again, as you say, 12, nearly 13 minutes, still no plays for Dragon. Just as you guys predicted, of course, having these guys down bottom doesn't quite give you that kind of flexibility.
Froggen actually out-farming the Ahri quite hard.
Yeah, 131 to 83, that's massive. And that's a lot of where this 2,000 gold difference coming from.
Yeah, also quite a lead from Wicked over the Udyr, also about 30 creeps. It's quite a lot.
Yellow Pete going very, very low. In fact, he may fall down here if he's not careful. The exhaust has gone out onto Fish. Gangplank Cogmore comes out to slow down Janna. Cogmore does pick up their kill. Pete will fall. Creepo is still flashing in.
Nice
He's going to pick up that kill. Very nice play from Creepo. Flashing past the tornado, but however, he's going to go very low. Fish will pick this kill up. There's no two ways, but a very nice heal, but not quite enough. That range on Cogmore's W, just a little bit too strong. Snoopy's going to come in and take some free XP. He's not going to worry about that, but he still needs to be careful. Cogmore can take him down. So, 2-4-1 in the top lane. Double kill for Cogmore. Going to help him get to that late game that's so scary, even faster. And your reservations about Taric and Ezreal seem to be paying off. I mean, when we saw Creeper landing a stun on you guys in that last game, he'd go in, pop his combo, pop his ultimate, and Pete on the Cogmore would take Melisson down to half health or more on the Janna. He just did it there, stunning down onto Janna. Pete got in close, nothing happened. There was no damage output at all, and then Alternate just turned it back on their face and picked up a double kill. So
that's also a thing of I don't think they should have fought because Pete wasn't back to buy yet. He didn't. He had like Thorns and boots. Now he has much more, and the Cogmore already had his items. So also bad decision to go for a fight there. Even though Crapper played really well, he flashed over the tornado and got the kill on the Channa.
But it wasn't really worth it in the end to go for that because he died after all.
He might have died anyway. I don't know.
We'll wait and see. And Lord does appear to be running straight into towers once more.
Yeah.
So unfortunately he didn't quite wait long enough for that one. Froggen unfortunately picked that kill up. He certainly seems to be having some horrible, horrible mouse issues. That's
pretty unfortunate
for them, yeah. Yes, pause mode would be great for live servers right now. We don't need it on every game, just on games with spectators. That would be fine. But we'll wait and see. This is still a beta spectate mode. Hopefully things will change in the future. Hopefully replays will come in the future because that would be great.
Yes.
But we will wait and see. So, still only about 2,000 gold in advantage of CLG. And there's the dragon pings. So Alternate getting ready for that, warding it. They know the respawn is soon. They lost out. I didn't actually see who picked it up. I know they lost a kill. Wicked managed to pick up Shyvana, but
I'm pretty sure Alternate picked up the kill.
Yeah, I was going to say, going by the gold that's being this close, despite like that farm difference on Ahri, 70 CS above for Froggen.
16 minutes Infinity Edge for the Gangplank now.
That's pretty huge. It's gonna really hurt a lot in the next fight.
Froggen wants to go in onto Unso. Nice charm bear that from Frello on Froggen on the back foot, taking a lot of damage. He's been exhausted. The ultimate's not doing much. Unso will fall down with that ignite ticking. Froggen not quite picking that kill up, and he does fall down to Ahri from behind. So, despite running into the tower thanks to some technical problems, Lord managed to pick that kill up, close the gap a little bit. There's the ping onto Dragon from Alternate. Cliff is here. Lord needs to be careful. Snoopy and Gangplank are here. Gangplank, of course, with that Infinity Edge, we just saw him pick up massive crit. Lord so low. And actually a wasted flash from Wicked. And Cliff right all the way around the wrong side of the map to help that out. Wicked's now here. Creepo's come down from top, as you said earlier. Pete gonna hold this top lane 2v1 just for now. And second dragon of the game then going to CLG. In fact, Wicked just going straight into bottom lane to... No, it was going to go pick up that massive CS, but Shyvana has shown her face around here. And they come back just to secure that dragon. But Pete getting very, very low on top. He needs to be careful with that tornado. Doesn't quite hit. He does flash away, or shift away, sorry, from that last ultimate. So, still within this 3,000 gold margin for Alternate. They are all from out of this. The top lane, 123 CS to 136. Even though Ezreal's ahead in these numbers, he's going to have a bit more gold. Kog'Maw is Kog'Maw. He does percentage health damage. Would you still say he's a stronger AD carry at the moment, or is the CS going to make a big difference, and will Pete still outshine?
Well, I think in the current situation of the game, Kog'Maw will be more useful, considering he got quite some protection with Udyr and Shyvana being, well, they have good amount of gold. And yeah, Ezreal, he kinda lacks a bit in a very early game, I think. Even though, well, he picked up a BF right now, that might change things a bit. We're gonna see, because he kinda just lacks the ability to directly focus the targets he sometimes needs to. It's gonna have a hard time, like, putting a full amount of damage on an Ahri, for example.
In a T5 will most likely be a luck game, like if Wicked decides to run for the Kog'Maw, then he doesn't crit, he loses. And if Wicked crits, the Kog'Maw dies, so...
Yeah, it's certainly something to look for. So, let's see, what crit is Wicked currently sitting
25
on?
should be around.
Is it just the 25? Yeah, so it's nothing more than the Infinity Edge, so it's going to be a very lucky for that crit to actually go through. What's he looking at building next, however? He's sitting on nothing on show. No chance
He
to
just
figure it
got
out.
the mercs, he didn't have the mercs before.
I expect some Phage or something similar coming in. Some yeah, durability. He will need that pretty badly.
If you look at the gold spread across the champions, so much gold on Froggen right now. And Wicked, in fact, sitting in the next one, just under 6,000. CLG all here invading this blue buff. So aggressive. 5-man jungle still. But if you look at the gold in relation to CLG, Alternate just don't have the numbers. Closest is Kog'Maw at 5,600, but the Yellow Pete is a little way behind that. But still, there's 2 members of CLG, their mid and their top, that have more gold than the big important AD carry on Alternate's side. Pete throwing out his ultimate onto Fish, but then taking a lot of damage. Very nice tornado and slow from Janna, keeping that damage output as low as possible while Fish was stunned, and therefore it became a bit more of an even trade. They are pushing straight down to mid. Cliff has teleported in. Snoopy and Wicked, again, we saw him do it the last game. As soon as they spotted anyone in a position they shouldn't be, this case Pharrell and Lord bottom with Shyvana, they went straight to mid and pushed that tower down. As someone's going very low. Pharrell and Lord again diving a turret. Can't press S or H. We'll wait and see how this plays out. But yeah, as I was saying, we saw in the last game when you guys, I think it was a 4-man gank down bottom onto the AD carry lane. Wicked and Snoopy immediately turned up at your top lane, took their tower down for free. Yeah. No two ways about it. They've just tried to do it again there in mid. Cliff managed to save it with that teleport, but I dare say they're going to try it again before the teleport is back off cooldown. Frelenod seems to have discovered where the problem comes from, so hopefully it shouldn't happen again.
I fear it will happen again.
I think it will. So, 29,000 gold to 25,000. CLG still playing very, very strong, and there's people walking through the room with food, and it smells really good. So, CLG looking unstoppable at the moment. Gonna have to be something special out of order to turn this around. Dragon will respawn somewhere in the next 2 to 3 minutes, I believe. Cogmore just finishing his Phantom Dancer. His W, of course, going to hurt, or yeah, his W is going to hurt a lot more now that he can attack faster. Of course, the more percentage health damage you can do, the better. But again, CS is just so much in favour of CLG. 230 on Froggen. He can't have missed many at all. That's a massive number for 23 minutes in. And nearly 100 ahead of Ferellenlord.
It comes with Ferellenlord, of course, running 3 times in the tower with his mouse purple. We could also
3-man gank coming down onto Froggen. He is ulted back by the Janna. He's doing a lot of damage down, in fact, to Udyr. But the other 2 members of Alternate arrive. He will fall down to a 5-man gank, but he did so much damage to Cliff. He couldn't even chase that because he would have fallen down. CLG, again, as we said, as soon as they spotted guys out of position, all rotated to the opposite side of the map, and Pete and Snoopy, in fact, going to grab 2 towers out of this, and Wicked took down mid as well. So Froggen dying is not the end of the world. They will lose bot tower, but gaining 3 in the retaliation. In fact, 4 if the alternate guys don't react this way. That's another member of CLG. They're going to get stunned off Fish. Very nice flash over the wall, saving himself at the last second. But very nearly got ambushed.
Wicked taking so much damage. He didn't actually go for more defense. He went for another crit cloak. It's pretty interesting. Even though he's going to hurt a lot now. If he can stay alive.
And there's that dragon. So 30 minutes and 6 seconds we'll see a respawn on that one. Blue buff is up for CLG. Ferellenlord just finishing his death cap. Bloodthirster finished on Ezreal. Some big items coming out now. For a 24-minute game, 5-5 is actually not such a huge kill margin right now. We'll have to see how it plays out, but all this gold, of course, coming from CS. Despite the tower retaliation and the dragon retaliation, CLG still 5,000 gold in the lead. 3 towers for the cost of Froggen, basically.
I call worth it.
There's blue up for alternate. Fish looks like he's going to grab it with a Ferellenlord's on his way in, sorry, so they're just going to help him out a little bit. CLG not in a position to seal it this time round. Fallback pings going out onto CLG down bottom. Cliff gets stunned under the tower. Creeper and Pete are here, but not quite strong enough to dive that just yet. Creeper's got that oracles up. And
we have an Atmos on Wicked now. Even more crit. Even more offensive though. He can die pretty fast with the Ori.
No health, so I don't know if that's really the best choice.
Why are they trying to Baron? Snoopy's here, he puts a sapling over the wall.
Froggen is still at bottom. He will continue pushing bottom.
Yeah. Pete and Creeper are on their way up. Ultimate comes out from Gangplank. It's going very, very low. There are still 2 wriggles here. Ferellenlord's taking out. Snoopy needs to get over the wall. He smites but misses. Ferellenlord manages. Oh, not Ferellenlord, sorry. Unzo managed to pick up the Baron. Snoopy going very low. Unzo has died. Snoopy will fall down now that Cliff has arrived. Pete's taking on to Ferellenlord. He will fall. Wicked still on the wrong side of the wall, not taking part of this fight at all. Froggen, however, still pushing this bottom lane. Keeps going like this. May even get an inhibitor out of it. There's the teleport coming out. Wicked teleporting down. So Wicked teleporting. Cliff teleporting. Ferellenlord. Sorry, Cliff. Oh my god, so much damage. And Froggen picks that kill up. Cogmore arrives. They need to chase down him. They've been stunned. The slow goes out. And Fish gets a big crit to the face from Wicked as Pete and Creeper arrive from the other direction. CLG. So what? We lost Baron. I don't care. I'm going to take all your base in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Ferellenlord seems to have mouse issues again. And he already fears to, stay AFK.
Same. Although he's back there. So CLG, despite all these, what would seem to be very good big plays coming out of alternate, CLG have an answer. You 4-man gank my bottom, or 5-man gank my bottom lane, take dragon. We'll take 3 of your towers. You sneak in a Baron in a, well, it's quite a nice timing. We'll come in the bottom, take down your inhibitor, and destroy half your base. You guys are looking at an empty chair. But That's nice. No, looking at us. There we go. So CLG then looking to cement this win. 7,000 gold up. They are pushing around. They've just all backed, of course, healed up, bought. There's still a couple of Baron buffs up on the alternate side. One of them, sorry, there's only one now actually, because Cliff teleported and died. One of them being Jana. Indeed, sad game. Unfortunately, these mouse issues for Frelenord plaguing it completely. Cliff getting caught in mid. Frogger needs to land one more shuriken and that stun would have gone. CLG is going to come straight up mid, however, by the looks of it. End it while Frelenord's gone. This troll. So, 3 minutes. We will see CLG is slowly pushing up this mid lane, poking out. Cogmarok will still get quite a lot of poke. They're almost doing quite a bit of damage here, but there's nothing you can do 4v5 to take this game down. GG well played is coming out of alternate. They know even if Frelenord was here, winning this fight would be so hard that they're not going to. They're not getting too mad at CLG for pushing home this win. Although if Fish keeps spamming that laugh, I may have to have words with him myself. Although personally, it's in fact, is it his laugh or is it his dance that's making that noise?
I'm not quite sure.
So their last little bit of a skirmish under the tower. CLG are going to take this game, so that's them 2 for 2 so far in their group. Whether they play Logics tonight or tomorrow, I don't know just yet. Depends on the timing and how these games go. We will find out soon enough for you. There's the Nexus down. Off to eat.